pageants in this day and age should be banned. They're antiquated, they're awful, and Steve Harvey managed to somehow make it a little more awful than it already is. So during a recent Miss Universe beauty pageant, I think it's Miss Universe, he decided to ask Miss India to make animal noises while on stage. Let's watch.
I hear you do some pretty good animal impersonations. Yeah, they got that question. Let's hear your best one.
Oh my God, Steve, I was not expecting to do this on world stage, but I have to do this. I have no other option. I love cats, I love animals. I would love to mimic a cat. Brace yourself, everyone.
I hadn't seen that video. It's even worse. I hadn't seen the video. I read about it. It's even worse than what was explained. I hated every minute of that. Made me super uncomfortable. I think it was degrading. Miss India was a good sport about it. I'll give you her statement in just a second, but I just want to compare what she was asked to do with what other contestants were asked to do. Miss Panama, Brenda Smith, was asked to talk about getting a position in the UN, and Miss Great Britain, Emma Collingridge, discussed how learning about Medusa's origin story inspired her to fight against gender-based violence.
Yeah.
So I first of all would never be part of any of this, but if I had terrible judgment and decided to, I would not be pleased if I was asked to make animal noises on that stage. I would be very displeased. Okay, there would be issues on that stage, and I would not feel as though I would have no choice. In fact, I would refuse to do it and then demand that Steve Harvey make some animal noises.
Okay, now I actually have some personal experience in this.
Just get ready, guys, get ready. Go ahead, Cenk.
Okay, look, do people know that I'm Mr. Jamaica? I guess people know that, right?
He can't help himself.
So yes, did I go out with Miss Jamaica? I guess I did. Did I go to the Miss Universe contest? Yes. Did Miss Ireland and Miss Poland seem to hit on me? I guess.
When was this?
Okay.
How long ago was this?
That's a good question. That was a while back.
Was it recent?
No, it wasn't. No, to be fair, it wasn't. Okay. So I don't know how that's relevant, but anyways, I still retain the title.
Yeah. No. You're married now.
Okay.
Not to Miss Jamaica.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Now. The twist you might not have heard about is how did Zara win in the first place? My ex-girlfriend, we went out for 4 years and she had nothing to do with pageants, okay? And she was an amazing woman. She does 18 Degrees North, does great like 60 minutes version in the Caribbean, okay? You should check that out. Zarbert, okay? And so she's a super strong woman. She was not in this circuit at all. One day, she comes up to me and she goes, Cenk, I think I'm gonna go back to Jamaica and become Miss Jamaica. And I was like, oh, you decided that, did you? And she's like, yeah, I did. And knowing Zara, I was like, she's got a shot at it. Don't ever underestimate her. So she goes back to Jamaica, trains like crazy. Nobody thinks she's gonna win because these things take forever and there's favorites and they're in the circuit for all this time. And how did she win? Her question was, what's your favorite animal? Okay, now, that's an absurd question, just like this one, right? But she turned it into a positive and she talked about the strength and the grace of a horse, etc., and gave this brilliant answer. And the crowd did, this is now probably apocryphal from my end, she probably didn't say this, but they gave a big ovation. In my mind, it was a standing ovation. I wasn't there when she won Miss Jamaica, okay? But no, but the answer catapulted her to the top. Plus, she's gorgeous, okay? And so that's how she won the contest. So,
Cenk, with that question, there is some possibility of responding to it, like to make that question your own, right? And to find a way to give a strong answer. Miss India was not given that opportunity. He asked her to make an animal noise.
I know, it's unacceptable.
There is no
totally unacceptable.
Yeah,
I get it.
100%. 100% unacceptable. The whole thing is unacceptable. Could we let's stop pretending like these beauty pageants are about anything other than beauty. Beauty, that's all it is. It's about beauty. Don't give me any BS BS about how, oh no, we really care about the substance of these women. Let's put them in a string bikini and have them walk on stage, please, for our viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
Get the F out of here, please.
Okay.
And by the way, I have nothing against these women. I have something against these events, but more importantly, like over the last several years, trying to like do some rebranding of these events as if it's about the substance of the contestants. I don't see a single, look, all the women up there are conventionally beautiful, okay? I don't see anyone who is outside of those standards.
Yeah, so look, now getting to something serious. First of all, quick defense of Steve Harvey, believe it or not here. If you noticed in that question, he said, I heard that you do animal sounds.
Oh, did he?
So no, my point is that like he doesn't write these questions. A producer does and hands it to him. Now he should have the better sense to not read it, and it's degrading, and he should have known that, right? And so, but now the real substantive point.
Okay, so if Kim Kardashian is up on that stage, I heard that you star in sex tapes. Like, no, who gives a what you heard?
Yeah, no, I got you, you. But I'm just saying that apparently is a thing that they talked to her about ahead of time in some way, okay? So, all right, look guys, I can say this with great authority, given that I'm Mr. Jamaica, we shouldn't do these anymore. Look, I got my title, I'm good. No, but seriously.
I love that this turned into a story about you.
I know,
it's amazing.
I know. It is amazing. Okay, look, am I also Mr. Amazing? I don't know. People are talking about
Definitely
it.
not.
Okay, so look, before, and this is what's interesting about societal change. Before, when Zara was in it, I was proud, as you can tell, and I've so told that story many times, right? And as I saw them, I thought, no big deal, right? Now when I look at it, I go, we're making women walk around in a bathing suit as men leer at them and then judge their attractiveness. That's pretty gross, okay? And it's interesting because I watched Sex and the City with my wife last night, the reboot.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's awful.
It's a disaster.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, but what I got out of that was, I'm like, that's interesting. When I watched Sex and the City 20, 25 years ago, I thought it was cool that they were in New York and they're, part of this high society that I'm not in, but it was kind of neat, right? It was a little voyeuristic watching. Now, as they're going around in their clown outfits and like, and they look like people from the Capitol in the Hunger Games,
totally,
right? And they're all obsessed with like wealth and stuff. It felt gross. And Mr. Big, who I thought was big,
just
right?
Big,
yeah, sorry, I make that mistake every time. All right. Anyways, I thought he was just kind of generally cool, I guess. Whatever. I didn't think much of it. Now, when they're like mentioned that he's in finance, you're like, so all this is paid for by probably some robbery that Big did in Big Finance. All of it felt kind of gross and disgusting.
Yeah.
And so at some point you gotta sunset things. Making women walk around and judging their body parts is not cool. That we just gotta get past it, let alone the fact that Trump used to run these things. So you get a sense of what kind of pervert that this is aimed at.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you redeemed yourself.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.